Many of us have great Christmas memories of mid-century Christmas ornaments and holiday decorations around our homes. It could be things that you purchased yourself in the 1950s or 60s. Could be some things that were on your parents' or your grandparents' tree, or things that were handed down to you from other relatives that you lovingly put on your tree now. I'm going to be taking you on a quick walk down memory lane today as we look at some of the holiday ornaments and decorations from the collection at the Marathon County Historical Society, and also some things from my personal collection. Just to give you a little bit of background on the history of Christmas ornaments, Germany really dominated the ornament market until World War II. They made beautiful, hand-blown, handcrafted ornaments that were done by fabulous craftsmen. They were not the least expensive ornaments that they were. So while people had ornaments on their tree, they didn't have the number of ornaments like they have now. With the start of World War II, the market for German imports really was just immediately cut off, and it was up to American manufacturers to step in and fill that gap. The Corning Glass Company realized that with a few changes to their existing machinery, they would be able to produce about 2,000 clear glass Christmas balls every minute. And they then sold those to other manufacturers who took care of decorating those balls. And they did that not just in the traditional red and green colors, but also in mid-century colors like teal and turquoise, hot pink, copper, just fabulous colors and some really great designs. Shiny Bright was a leading manufacturer of Christmas ornaments in the United States, and by the early 1950s, they were producing balls decorated with bands of paint, such as this one, or silkscreened with decorations and holiday messages. You'll see that decoration here. These are somewhat large balls. This green one is flocked with some glittery substances. This hot pink bulb is fantastic. It's also flocked and has glittery floral decorations on it. And then these two in the center are more of what I would consider a normal size. This one is silkscreened with Merry Christmas and Christmas boughs on the bottom. And this fantastic yellowy gold ornament has Santa and his sleigh on it. There were also things that were called reflector bulbs. And these were bulbs that had 1, 2, or 3 recessed areas in them that were typically painted in silver or gold. And the intention of that was that the lights from the Christmas tree would catch all of the facets in there and would make a nice glow onto your Christmas tree. Here's another one that's white that has some fabulous silver glitter painted onto it. And in addition to having the recessed area, it also has a lot of glitter around that area, which would catch even more of the light. And they came in many sizes. These are smaller. This one is recessed on 2 sides, and this smaller one just on 1. They also made ornaments in novelty shapes. This is a horn. We have several that are kettles of various kinds. A nice bell. And then every Christmas tree had these fabulous glass birds that had the wonderful fiberglass tail that I'm sure many kids spent all Christmas feeling. I'm going to show you a page, this 1953 Sears Catalog, to see what kind of ornaments were available. Lots of what you're seeing here today. Here are some of the novelty ornaments. We had this set when I was young, although by the time I came around, the mushroom and the musical instrument were long gone. You're seeing a lot here with the painted stripes, the flocked Merry Christmas messages. Just had a great variety. And these were not all that expensive. They were a lot less expensive than the German ornaments. These were $12 for $1.79, and here they're $12 for $1.19. In addition to the glass balls, they also had a variety of metal ornaments, and you can see these bells here. We actually had these on our tree when I was young, and I still have several of them. And here, you'll see the clear glass ball that has the snowman inside that looks like a snow globe. We also have one in our collection at the Historical Society that's very similar to that. And this storage box is from the Historical Society. This is how we store our ornaments to keep them safe. And we just have a great variety here of some mid-century decorations. Red, white, and blue pine cone. Another hot pink clear glass ball that has painted lines on it. Very heavily embellished glittery ball. Here's another that says Merry Christmas on it. And mid-century decorations also came in some really great colors. You know, we talked about the hot pink. Here's a fabulous copper. There were lots of pinks going on. A nice deep green. We have quite a few of these grape cluster ornaments here at the Historical Society. They were very popular. Aluminum trees were also very popular from the late 1950s into the late 1960s, and they were often decorated with one color of a clear glass ball, like you'll see here. These were from Woolworths. It was 98 cents for a dozen. And these are from the Historical Society. We have them in this wonderful tealy blue color and also red. And I'll show you an aluminum tree in the 1963 catalog. It was a solid silver tree that had these fabulous silver pom-poms on the end. And this tree came with red ornaments, and that would be the only color ornament that you would likely have on that tree. And if you were lucky, you also had a color wheel that you can see down here, and that was an electric device that would rotate slowly, and it would project colors onto your tree. And this is what the color wheel actually looks like. This would have sat on a pin on the electric wheel and would just have slowly rotated and projected fabulous colors onto your tree. Into the late 1950s, early 1960s, Japan really started to get into the production of Christmas decorations. And one of the things that they did were these wonderful pixie elves. They were very popular. These are several ceramic examples, 2 in the large size and then 2 in the small size, just in this playful position. So you might put these on your mantle or on a side table or on your holiday table. And also these snowmen and Santas, elves. These would have come from Japan also. And they're kind of crafty little things made from pine cones with pipe cleaner arms and legs, styrofoam ball Santas, and these cute little elfin people sitting on pine cones. And what Christmas in the 1960s wouldn't have been complete without knee-hugger elves? These were very popular. They have made a resurgence of late as elf on the shelf. But originally they were just intended to be decorations, either as hanging from your tree like these 3 are, or as just decorations that could sit around on your mantle or a table. And then also from Japan are these fabulous salt and pepper shakers that spell out Noel when you put them together. And just like now, Christmas villages were popular. In most catalogs in the 1950s, you could buy an entire cardboard village for less than $2. I believe this one in the catalog is about $1.92. And these are just small cardboard houses and churches and other buildings. They have glitter on the top to make it look like there's snow on them, and they have cellophane windows. And this set came with a string of tiny Christmas lights, and you would insert one light into the back of each of the houses. And when you turned it on, you would have an illuminated Christmas village. And then I've just decorated this scene with these great bottle brush Christmas trees, which are actually a little painful when you touch them. If you want more information about mid-century Christmas decorations, if you're curious about things you have, or just want a little bit more history, I recommend the book, It's a Wonderful Christmas, The Best of the Holidays, 1940 to 1965. And it has information about all types of things, from shiny bright ornaments to window decorations, Christmas cards, wrapping paper, all kinds of things, Christmas catalogs, toys. It's a fabulous book, and it has great color pictures in it. And with that, I will thank you for joining me and wish you a shiny, bright Christmas.